Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Pilates and Yoga with Sylvie. Today's sequence, Pilates sequence, is a seated position where we're going to focus on strengthening your core. So whenever you're ready, I'd like you to meet me in a seated position. So find your sit bones anchored down into the floor. And then we're going to create a fish pose here. So you're going to let the forearms float back so the elbows come underneath the shoulder. Let the fingers point towards the bottom and then allow the feet to find the floor. The chest is going to be in a nice lifted position on the in-breath, and as you breathe out, let the belly button pull towards the spine. Allow the pelvis to gently tuck under so you create a nice little scoop of the belly. The eye gaze is towards the knees. Let the shoulders stay away from the ears. So see if you can keep this position throughout, while we're working through the legs. Taking a nice big breath in. Breathe out, find your front knee floating up, just in line with your hip. Touch the front foot down, engage your lower abs, and then bring the back foot in. So just a few of these to start to awaken your abdominals. And just remember, if you haven't done a warm-up yet, I would stop the video, go back, take a little warm-up to make sure that you're nice and warm for this one. So lower abdominals engaging, one more round with a single leg. Lifting the foot up in line with the knee. Next time, if you'd like to try, let's lift both legs. So you're going to find both legs floating up, knees aligned with the hip, and then both legs floating back and down. So the hard part is on the way down. When you lower the legs down, you're going to find that your chest wants to lift up and an arch start to happen in the back. So keep that pelvis in a strong position. Your aim is to keep the pelvis and the hips exactly in the same position with a slight rounding in the lower part of the back. Good job. Two more. So you're going to let the eye gaze stay towards the knees. Then you got bring the breath in. Release the breath. Beautiful. Next time, I'd like you to lift up here. Hold it nice and strong. Allow the front leg to extend and maybe touch the leg down. Bring the knee back to center and then allow the back leg to extend. Bring it back. You got two more. Breathing in and out. Last one. Good job. Now keep the back leg nice and still. Only your front leg. Reach and bring it in. And 7 more. So as you bring the leg in, you may bring the knee a little bit closer. And if you find that this back leg is just a bit too much lifted, simply bring it back to the floor. You got 4. Pull in. Strong breath and in. Last one. Lovely job. Bring it back to center. Same on the other side. Extend and in. Push and pull. Use that breath. Keep lifting out of the chest. Everything is strong in the core. Let's do 2 more. Just as long as you can. Touch your toes if you can. Bring the legs back to center. And from here, you're going to open and close. Open and close. 2 more. Breathe in, breathe out. Last one. In and out. Great job. Let the legs float down. We're not quite done yet, but if you do need to recover, push yourself up. Have a little shoulder roll. And then we got just one more quick round. So we are going to find the forearms on the floor, the feet hip width apart, and then back into it. Let the feet, knees come together this time, and then allow the legs to slide, or the feet to come together and the knees to slide out to the side. So quick recovery for your hips. When you're ready, bring them back to center. Allow your front leg to extend out and keep the left foot exactly where it is. So your front leg is going to float up and down. When you're ready, let the leg lift, release back and down. And we're lifting and releasing. Point your foot as you lift up. Keep the same position, the same stillness for the pelvis. If you like a little bit more, your back leg can extend away. You got 4 more. 4 and down. Level number 3, your back leg is lifted. So nice and still. Lift as high as you feel comfortable. 2 more. Bring the leg down. 1 more. And we're going to swap. So you're going to start with the bent leg position. So your front leg is going to be bent and the back leg is extended. So you're gonna lift and lower, point and flex. Feel that core engaging. You probably start to feel the shoulders. Now if you need that rest, or you can absolutely take it anytime you need to. Option, bring the leg extended, 4 more, and 2. You may decide to lift the leg off the front. Control, last one. Nice work, great. So gently lift yourself up, open up those knees. You may turn towards me. And before we move on, we take a little release for your shoulders. So your hands either be on your kneecaps or on the floor in front of you. Shoulders pull back and away. Breathe in, breathe out to let your shoulder come towards the floor. Bring it back to center. And as I look over the shoulder, just simply dip the shoulder towards the ground. And if you're up here, you can still lean into it. Good, one more. On the way back, lean towards your right or left, and let the left arm take a few shoulder rolls, couple of shoulder rolls, 3 shoulder rolls one way, and then the other way around. So we're releasing those shoulders a little bit, and then we're going to float across to the other side. So we're going to take it one way, whichever way feels more comfortable. You may keep the arm banded, extended, and then the other way. Great job. Nice work. So next one, then I can find the feet hip width apart, or the sit bones anchored down, the knees and the feet together, arms behind you, and the shoulders back and down. So I'm gonna lean into towards the back, making sure again that the toes is tucking under. Inhale, and exhale to take a little turn with your knees towards the left. Bring it back to center. And let the knees float towards the right. So at the minute you still got your feet together. You're going to squeeze the ankle, the inner thighs towards each other. And if you'd like a little bit more, you may pick probably those legs. And next time you're simply going to turn. You may position your hands a little wider towards one side. Bring it back to center. And you're going to bring it across to the other side. You can turn the eye gaze away from the knees to find spinal rotation. And let's breathe. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. 2 more like this. Feel the twist happening. And then just 1 more as we come back to center. Allow your legs to extend out. Let the legs float across one side. Bring it back. And then float across to the other and bring it back. So as you start to lean back, again it's even more important that you got those engagement through the core. Good, 2 more. Last one. Find your way back, bend your knees, touch down. And let your feet come a little bit wider than your hips. Allow your knees to float one side as you breathe in, back to center, and on the other side. So simply float side to side. Take your time. You may give another shoulder roll to those poor shoulders, and then as you find your way back to center, allow yourself to find a seated position. This is your last pose for today. And this time the sit bones stay down on the floor, the feet and the knees are going to come together, shoulders pull away. Take a nice big breath in, breathe out, gently tip back. So you're going to find the belly engaged again, pelvis is in a tucked under position with the lower abs engaged. And then you can stay here, just simply reaching your arms up and out in front of you. You can pick up the legs and hold it here. So you can lift the legs below the floor, and the arms reaching just either side of your mat. Good. Taking a nice big breath in. You can stay here, or you can start to dip the feet towards the floor, and then bring the legs back up. Maybe start to reach a little higher, and then bring the leg back up. Option is to work with the legs straight. So the legs can be straight as your upper body Keep nice and still, your legs move. 4 more to go. Give the running through the back. Feel any pain in your lower back, come up a little higher. 2 more. Let the legs float up, relax down. Last one. Next time up, go into the back of your thighs. Bring the knees into your chest. Find your balance on your sit bones. Let the shoulders pull back a little bit. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Inhale, hold the balance, hold the sit bones, and out. Great work. Come on back. To release your legs, you're going to keep your legs in a cross-legged position. And we are going to gently tip forward. So you're going to let your hands gently come in front and then take a little tip. Feeling the stretch in your hips. Take a nice big breath in, breathe out, come back to center. This time, let your left leg extend, bring the right foot towards the inner thigh, and then take a nice little release over. So remember to take a tip forward from the hip. Inhale, exhale to come back. You can stay exactly where you are, or we're going to take a nice twist. So this right hand is in front of you. The back arm is going to find the floor behind you, and just look over towards the left. Keeping this length in the spine. You may turn a little further. Just unbind that tension you built up in your hips and your twist. Inhale. Exhale, release. Let's do this on the other side. So swap legs. Bring the foot in, extend the opposite leg. Turn your whole of your body towards the leg. Dip forward from the hips. Find the maximum stretch that you can. And again, it's completely personal and individual how far you're going to take yourself into the stretch. Whatever feels comfortable. This leg can be a bit more loosened as well if you can't quite get it there. After your next out breath, hook your hands in. Keep your left hand in front of you, the right hand behind you. Inhale to press into the floor with the fingertips. Exhale to take a half a twist to the side, or you may twist a little further looking behind you. So taking 2 more breaths in here. Releasing on the out breath. One more time. Big beautiful breath in. And a nice release on the out breath. Come back to center. Both knees come a little bit wider than the hips. Hands behind you, shoulders back. Inhale. Turn your knees towards the left. And let this right knee really press towards the ground. Your eye is going to look over through the left shoulder. So create the knees, a bit of space between the knees, between the hips. One more in breath. One more out breath, back to center. Take it over to the other side. Knee towards the middle. And look over the shoulder. Let the shoulder pull back, gentle press. Feel the stretch in the hip, in the lower back. Find your way back to center. Finishing up here with a nice little stretch for your hips. So feet gonna come about hip width apart. Pick up your right foot and bring the foot across onto the knee. If you need to extend the leg out first, place it just above the kneecap, foot in a flex position. And then as you return your hands, let your body again sink back a little bit. You might come even down a little further back. And as you bring that front foot in, you're gonna feel a nice deep stretch and this side in the glutes and the hip. So it's your choice whether you gonna stay here or you maybe bring the hips a little further forward, and then letting the spine stay in a nice long position. Feel the stretch with the release. Bring it in as far or as close as you need to. Think about pressing this knee away from you and then pointing those stub toes down towards the floor so you can really feel that's opening through the hip. Taking 2 more breaths in here, lifting up through the chest. Breathe in deeply into the body, maybe even close your eyes. And on the next out breath, simply let the legs slide away. The legs to extend again, pick up the left foot, bring it across. and then let the foot come back in again. So keep the knee open, point your toes down towards the floor, lifting up through those chests. So you can deepen the stretch by bringing the front foot a bit closer to the bottom, or lifting up a little taller and pressing deeper into the floor. So the more you're going to bring it in, the more you're going to feel that stretch. Deep stretch on the outside of the hip and the inside of the hip in the glutes. So a couple more breaths in here. Lifting up and out of this position and keeping it active. So the leg is active. You should feel this. One more in breath. On the out breath, release, find your way back. Allow yourself to give a little shake of the legs if you need it. Cross-legged position. And we're going to finish off with a little release for your shoulders. So next time as you find your way back to the center, let the shoulders relax away. Allow the hands to come a little bit further forward. The right arm is going to reach back as you breathe in. And then breathe out, circle the hand forward. Circle the arm back. And circle the hand forward. One more time, or the arm, last one. Open to the back, look behind you. Relax, change side, left arm. Circle back. Release down. Only turn as far as you feel comfortable through the back of your neck. Last one here. Release. Slowly roll through the center. Bring the arms up. Pull back. 2 more. Last one. And take it back. Palms up. Palms down. And 1 more. Slowly relax the shoulders down. And you're done. So short and sweet. Regular practice that does require for your shoulders to be nice and warm and ready for the workout. So please make sure that you do a few stretches or warm-up exercises before you do this class, do this little session. If you enjoyed it and you like what you saw, you can subscribe to my channel so you get to know when my new video is coming up. So thanks for watching, thanks for taking part, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.